Good evening. It is election night in Oregon. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm David Mulco.
And I'm Brittany Falkers. Let's get right to the results in this special election with the most watched measure on the ballot, at least in Multnomah County. According to the latest numbers updated just an hour ago, the capital gains tax that would have funded legal support for renters facing eviction is failing, with 82% of people voting no.
That is a resounding rejection of a measure that many elected leaders came out against. Multnomah County voters did not strike down all taxes, though. It looks like they've approved a renewal of the Portland Children's Levy for the fourth time. Right now, 68% are saying yes.
And let's take a look at how the Multnomah County Commissioner's race is stacking up. Former Nike executive Julia Brim Edwards has a firm lead with 59% of the vote when it comes to the District 3 seat. If she wins more than 50%, she'll avoid a runoff in November.
And in the race for Portland School Board Zone 3, retired elementary school teacher Patty Sullivan is in the lead with 54% of the vote. You might remember Derek Peterson, who previously ran for Multnomah County Sheriff, withdrew from this race after reports in national media tied him to Christian nationalists. It was too late, though, to take his name off the ballot. By the way, the proposed capital gains tax was one of what you might call the more interesting contests of this night. It would have added yet another tax in the county, even as politicians like Portland's mayor argue that right now, county residents face too many taxes.
Yeah, voters rejected that tax by a significant margin, too. Catherine Cook has been following the measure for us and joins us now with reaction from those who supported and opposed this new tax. Catherine.
Brittany, during the campaign, we heard people from both sides say that they agreed with the measure's intentions. The tax would have funded legal defense for people facing eviction. They say this issue deserves attention and funding, but opponents don't think this tax was the way to get it, and it appears the majority of voters agreed. Measure 26-238 proposed establishing an adjustable countywide capital gains tax set at 0.75% to start. Capital gains is the profit someone makes when they sell certain things like property, a home, or stocks. Again, funds raised would have supported free legal representation for Multnomah County residents facing eviction. One of the biggest sticking points for opponents, besides the county's already high tax burden, is that they say this would have impacted everyone the same, from a senior citizen trying to sell their home to pay for care to small business owners. The Portland Business Alliance opposed the measure and says they're relieved by the outcome. I also checked in with supporters tonight.
I think it should be sending a message right now to policymakers and leaders in the public that you have to work with business in the community to make sure that when you're increasing costs and making investments, that they're done in the right and appropriate way. Because just adding additional burden on households, on businesses, on seniors is probably not the right path right now.
Feelings are sad, but also, the coalition feels really, really proud of the work that we have put in. Our goal has always been to raise awareness and bring an important and necessary program to Multnomah County.
Moving forward, those behind Measure 26-238 say nothing is off the table, but they likely won't pursue another ballot measure. They say there's not enough time, and their priority is securing funding for this program in other ways, including through state and local government. David.
Thank you, Catherine. We appreciate it. A reminder, all of these results are still unofficial. The next batch is coming in from Multnomah County around midnight, which we estimate is going to mean about half of all the ballots cast will have been counted at that point.
Yeah.